What is up, guys? In this video we're checking out all the new features that's coming out to the Apple Wallet, because after using it for one whole week now, the developer beta of iOS 27, the Apple Wallet actually received a lot of powerful tools. In this video, let me go ahead and run through all my favorite popular ones. There are definitely going to be nice additional tools for your device. So of course, timestamps to all this stuff will be in the description down below for your pleasure. Let's quickly start off with the new split bill ability. So to have access to this, it's as simple as simply just activating your message app and just go ahead and select a group chat or the person you're on a date with, or a friend or family member you're eating, showering with. As long as they have an iPhone, you can just tap the plus and go down to Apple Pay Cash right in here. And here you have the ability to split the bill. Simply select this and then just bring out the receipt. I'm just going to use this other device to capture it. So just line it up with your device, capture it. You can hit request if you're the one paying for everybody, and select share with group, and then just add tip and select 20, check mark. And then from here you can make further adjustments. It even has the sell tax off the receipt, the grand total, and if you like to, you can split it evenly across 4 people or more. And it'll tell you right there how much it's going to automatically request per person, depending on your size party. And then just tap request, and it'll show them this little small window, just proof evidence that you're not trying to rip them off, and just hit the forward button, and everybody a part of this group chat or the person you're sending this message to will receive this, and they'll be able to pay you back. Nice, powerful feature right there. Now, next up is membership cards. This could be Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, anything that has a barcode, including your gym membership. You can now save it on your iPhone. So if you don't like launching the Costco app to have access to your membership card, you can always just create one built into your Apple Wallet app. And it's really easy to do so. Simply just launch the Wallet app on your phone, tap the plus, and then go down, you'll see a new tool called Create a Pass. Select this, hit continue, and then it will require you to scan the QR code or the barcode or whatever. And it'll simply just generate it and create it. And you'll get something like this. From here, you could tap the edit tool. You'll get something like this. From here, you could either edit the pass. You could call it Costco. You could change the icon. Check mark. You have additional columns to add additional information like the expiration date, your membership number, and all that good stuff. And just hit check mark. And once you do that, just activate your Apple Wallet app and you'll be able to find your membership card right here. You might need to adjust the brightness on your device, but now whenever you walk into the gym or the Costco, the little scanner should automatically be picked up by their reader. Now, another new tool is whenever you have to pay with Apple Pay, because when you launch it, you now have this new animation where you can quickly toggle between other cards that you own. So it has this cool animation. Sorry if the bottom portion is blurred out due to privacy reasons, of course, but this is how the new Apple Pay animation now looks, and it looks pretty awesome. And then you guys, if you've been enjoying this video so far, like to support the channel, if you could kindly take 2 seconds and hit that like button, that really does help out the channel, as that allows the channel to be powered by you guys, the viewers, which is why you don't see sponsorship segments on my videos taking a minute or 2 off your time for a VPN or robot vacuum, something you really don't need. So thanks to you guys, but just hitting the like button allows the channel to be fully powered by you guys, not brands. So thank you so much for those that took the time on doing that. Really does help out the channel a lot. Let's carry on. Then another cool feature is if you have your actual digital ID on your device, because right on the bottom, a new tool that we got given is this new present all information. When you select this, you have a drop down menu. Well, it'll give you a brief overview on what kind of information is being presented. This could be your driver license or passport. If you select this little section, you can select, you just want them to verify your age and your photo ID. That's it. Or you like to just review it yourself manually. Once it's scanned, you can check mark what you want them to see or what you don't want them to see. So you have the ability to include all information or just the essentials to get a quick drink or go through TSA. So that's super helpful and useful and gives users more powerful tools. Additionally, if you have a lot of cards and you're trying to figure out what's the best card to use for best cashback rewards like gas points and stuff like that, thanks to the new advanced Siri intelligence, you could just ask Siri some questions. So let me go ahead and activate Siri. What's my best Apple Wallet card for gas? and it will scan your wallet at library.
Based on the cards in your wallet, the Costco Anywhere Visa card is likely your best option.
And it will basically tell you right then and there what is your best card when it comes to buying gas at a gas station. This will also work for general questions like contact information, because it will pull up your contact info to call the bank for like card transaction approvals. You guys could like dining, or the best card to use if I'm out of state or the country. Pretty awesome, very powerful tools right there, especially with Apple Intelligence. But now let's go ahead and address some questions I typically get. First of all, how has my experience been like with iOS 27? So it's been slightly over a week now since I've been running this on one of my daily drivers. Yes, daily drivers, which is not recommended for betas. But to my surprise, this is by far the best beta 1 version on a iPhone from Apple. That's the next generation of their operating system. Even like recording this video, you guys witnessed, or we didn't receive any random crashes, any random like resets on our phone. So it's pretty fluid to the most part. However, connecting this to Apple CarPlay has been okay. It's not the best. Randomly, it will randomly just crash and reboot as I have navigation running. So sometimes it will do this on the worst, like at the worst timing when you're about to do a turn and there's another upcoming turn within like a couple of seconds. So that has happened. So again, I do not recommend using this on your personal device unless you're okay with that risk. But in terms of like breaking your device, I haven't seen anybody reporting that their device got bricked to the point where they had to manually connect to iTunes and they had this resolved and rebooted. So reliability wise, it's running pretty strong to the most part. But again, do this at your own risk. Now, in terms of like software updates and stuff, or like when this will become available to everybody else, well, right now it's currently on the developer beta stage. It was available after WWDC of this year when it became available to developers to download and install on their device. But in terms of the public beta, Apple said it will be released sometimes next month. We don't have the exact number yet on what day it will become available, but something tells me it might be the first early weeks of July is when we'll start to see the public beta date get announced. Maybe at the end of this month we'll finally get an announcement from Apple when it'll become available. Now, in terms of the final release, sometime during the fall. Apple hasn't gave us a date yet or anything like that. The more and more betas, the more and more bugs are worked out and resolved, that's when we're likely to see an actual guaranteed number. What day during the fall it will become available? If we look in the past from past experience from Apple launch dates, it's typically around a week or two before the next generation iPhones get announced and released when it'll become available to the public. So this is the perfected version without any bugs or anything like that. So next month, public beta, sometime around September, the fall period, we should see the announcement when it'll become available to all compatible devices, which actually it supports iPhone 11 or newer. So if you have an iPhone 11 or newer, your device is getting this new iOS 27 update. But aside from that, there we have it. Those were a handful of amazing features and newly added tools available on the Apple Wallet side of things. Now, if you wish to watch more, highly recommend checking out this video over there where I cover all the new goodies that got added on the Apple Watch side of things. So if you have an Apple Watch and you'd like to see what's new on watchOS 27, I cover that in greater detail in that video over there. Thank you so much for watching.